Hello, welcome to interGHOSTHOUSE. This is your host interGHOST, and today I'm doing another reaction to an old 80s or 90s cartoon. This is a new series I started. I've already done He-Man and Masters of the Universe, and today I am going to react to revisiting Thundercats. And the first episode is called Exodus. It's about 24-25 minutes long, and I'm just going to rewatch the episode to see if it's as good as I remember it to be. Like I said in my previous video, I may not be able to play the title music because of copyright reasons, and these old cartoons seem to get flagged as copyright if you use any of the intro music. So I will react to it, but it might not be in the actual video. So let's watch it now and see what it's like. Remember to thumb up the video, subscribe and ring that bell if you're liking what you're seeing. Let's go. Classic. I remember it being really upbeat. Thundercats. Ho! So again, this was another one of those cartoon series where they had lots of different characters. They had a group of good guy characters and a load of baddies, and they just seem to like introduce more and more characters to sell the toys. It's a reoccurring theme with 80s or 90s cartoons. So this intro is really good at introducing, showing you all the good guys first of all. Doesn't actually name them, but it goes through them all. And there they all are in front of the what's that called? Can't remember the name of their castle now. Here's the bad guys. So you got Mum-Ra there, the ever living. And it's a really good way each episode to set it up and show you who's good, who's bad, and they're basically fighting each other. And Lion-O uses the Sword of Omens to transform into Lion-O, a bit like He-Man turning from Prince Adam into He-Man. So let's see what the first episode's like.
Yes, any moment now, Panthro.
I actually remember this, that they're all naked.
If he is to rule, he must learn to take the bad with the
And you've
good.
got the Jaga character there, which
Lion-O.
you could get a figure of actually.
I am sorry to wake you, but Jaga bids me bring you to him.
All feels a bit weird that they're naked.
Okay.
This is Pet Snarf.
Lion-O needs his sleep.
You will have ample opportunity for sleep on this voyage.
Yeah, I remember
It is important that you join Jaga.
Lion-O was really young and then does its capsule break or something like that and becomes an adult.
I'm practically grown up.
So why did they suddenly get clothes when they got to the planet? See, I'd understand if they were animals and they were like okay walking around in their fur, but then all of a sudden they start wearing clothes, so it would just sort of say that they are naked.
What, Jaga? That planet? What's happening to it?
Although Jaga's got a cape.
What was that?
That was Thundera, Lion-O.
Okay, so their planet's being destroyed. I can't actually remember this episode.
Yes,
I think I must have watched it a few times as a kid.
is gone, but the code of Thundera will live as long as you, as Lord of the Thundercats, carry it in your heart to rule according to that code in our new...
So Lion-O is the same sort of age as Kit and Kat, which are the other two young
I will,
Thundercats.
Jaga. I swear it.
But you are not alone, Lion-O. The nobles gathered here, Panthro, Chitara, Tigra, even Wily Cat and Wily Kit.
So they're the nobles of the planet. Everyone else died, I guess.
Glory and leave it to Snarf to clean up after you. I don't mind.
Again, Snarf is the comic relief character, a bit like Orko is in He-Man. Just the annoying, noise-making, wisecracking sidekick.
Sword of Omens and the source of our powers.
Introducing the sword.
Jaga, the sword is alive.
Looking through those magic apertures will give you sight beyond sight.
Sight beyond sight.
The eye will know it is needed before you do.
So, like Masters of the Universe again,
Jaga?
it's a magic sword. Can't remember if the Thundercats actually attacked or killed other creatures. I got a feeling they didn't. Was there any robots?
But it will not be long before the sword feels natural in your hand. You will all have to learn new ways as well. On our own planet, you needed no protective clothing or special weaponry.
Oh, here we go.
These raiments and weapons will help protect you. Chitara? Tigra?
Yeah, I found that a little bit weird that he's giving them all clothes now. But yeah, it's pretty cool that they're getting their own sort of special weapons, which they can use. A bit like the turtles, have their own specialised weapon.
Snarf will keep Lion-O safe, don't worry.
Oh, I don't want to be safe. Safe is boring.
Yeah, I remember Lino being a bit of a whiny brat.
Mutants! Always those blasted mutants!
So they call the baddies mutants because I guess they're mutated from creatures, but so are the cats really. Or were the cats the main creature and then these creatures were made unnaturally? I never sort of understood why the mutants always look the same as well. So you'd have like Sly, which is like the lizard, you'd have the monkey one, the jackal, and the Ultraman. But you'd have lots of the same, so lots of monkey characters, lots of Ultraman characters who all looked exactly the same.
We're losing them, Jaga! We're losing all our ships!
Except for ours. We haven't taken a single hit.
Oh, so there are other survivors in other ships. That Thundercat symbol, very iconic. So that's the guy called Sly. He's sort of the leader of the mutants before Mumra comes along. But again, there's a lot of them, a lot of Slys. Chitara doing a super speed. See, look, lots of them.
Where'd he go?
Monkeying.
See me? Now you do.
Oh, so Tiger can disappear? Can't remember that. And Panther, he was just a strong guy.
As you are ugly, then maybe you'd be trouble.
Yeah, these guys used to just have like capsules they would blow up. Ninja Vanish. And they have like sort of flying surfboard things later on.
No.
Oh no, Sly is slightly different by the look of it. He's got like a jewel on his head.
And there it is, embedded in the hilt of the Sword of Omens. You'd better get right out of here or you'll have Snarf the Fierce to deal with.
Snarf the Fierce.
Snarf, no!
Where are they? Let me at them. Snarf, snarf.
You shall not have it while I live.
Time to die.
I can hardly hold on to that sword, much less lift it.
Oh, is he transforming? Da-da-da!
Get back!
Don't like a glowing sword. Is that a breach to the hole? All the air gonna come out?
Snarf, are you all right?
Snarf, snarf.
Good old Snarf.
I know a lot of people used to hate Snarf. I thought he's alright.
Lion-O, you're not hurt.
Nah,
You did it with the sword?
well, the sword kind of did it for me.
Ha ha ha. Why do you always do that in cartoons? Have a good old laugh.
Well, I patched up the hole, and I guess it's okay. The navigational system is pretty well shot. We can maneuver some, but not enough to get to the galaxy we were headed for.
So they damage their ship and they have to find a galaxy to live in.
Blue planet, the third one out. Gives me a readout of 96%.
Third rock from the sun.
Even so, it's light years away.
We'd have to make the trip in the suspension capsules.
Yeah, so this is where Lion-O gets older.
I will pilot the ship to the blue planets.
Without suspension, you'll die.
I am by far the oldest of you.
So Jaga's gonna sacrifice himself to get them to the planet.
Enter the capsules.
Come, Chitara. What Jaga says is true. Don't make it tougher for him.
Tiger's just like, yeah, screw him. Let's go.
If we're gonna do it, let's do it.
So what is Snarf?
Goodbye, Jaga.
You must be brave, Lion-O. The
Stab the
eye
ship.
of Thundera will be waiting for you.
Chitara's already asleep. Got like aliens vibe to that.
Wish I were as sure of their chances as I pretended to be. Still, there is a chance.
This first episode's sort of very spacey, whereas I remember the rest of the series was more based on the planet. I don't think they go back up into space, so it's got a little bit of a different feeling to the first episode. Ooh, turned into a Force ghost, which is probably true because I think he comes back as a ghost later on, if I remember right. I wonder what the name of the planet is, because I just assumed that the planet was called Thundera, but that's the planet that was destroyed at the start. Is it New Thundera? Oh, there goes the sword. Nice little sketch. Snarf. Maybe Snarf is a swear word and he just can't stop swearing. Snarf. He's a man.
It's me! It's old Snarf!
What are you doing, Snarf? Get away. Ow! What in the...
All his clothes are split. Well, he's got bigger. Like the Hulk.
Even though the suspension capsules slow down the aging process, some aging does take place.
Why, I'm grown.
Okay. So why didn't the rest of them get old?
Lion-O! Look out! The mutants are back! Snarf!
So they've been following him all this time for years.
Mutants? They look like... I don't know, like I should remember them.
Got memory loss as well. Oh, there's the sword.
Good grief, Snarf, what's the matter with you? We're in big trouble here and you bring me another stupid toy? Get away.
He has. He's lost his memory for some reason.
The Eye of Thundera must be in the wreckage somewhere.
Over here. One of the Thundercats is still in his capsule.
No! Stop!
So when you grow old, you suddenly know how to fight, by the look of it.
This sword, I know this sword. It's
I remember that sword.
Lion-O,
Jaga?
There he is. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I will always be with you, Lion-O. Pay heed, for it is your destiny that you hold in your hand. The Eye of Thundera, the source of the Thundercats' power.
Yes, I remember. Sight beyond sight.
Sight beyond sight. Thunder, thunder, Thundercats, ho! I believe he fires out the signal to call all the other Thundercats.
Thunder! 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 Thundercats! Ho!
bit like the Batman signal.
Thundercats, they're loose.
Maybe it's like meant to be like a red laser light, makes all the cats go mad and go after it.
We're gonna loosen your bones for you too.
Yeah, no one's actually getting stabbed or anything, are they?
Well, grown some, hasn't he?
So what's the big deal about height?
Why have Kit and Kat just stayed as kids? Beam me up, Scotty.
The mutants will never rest until the Eye of Thundera is in their clutches.
That will never happen. I'll see to it.
You did pretty good for his first time out.
He did indeed. And a fine figure of a Thundercat you've grown up to be, Lion-O.
And so handsome, too.
Snarf didn't do anything, of course. Just found the sword, that's all.
Ha ha ha, Snarf.
We will survive and create a mighty new empire. I, Lion-O, Lord of the Thundercats, proclaim it. With your help, of course.
There's the laugh.
Well, maybe it'll turn out all right.
Okay, so yeah, so that was Thundercats, the first ever episode called Exodus. Yeah, like I said, I can remember that episode. Probably stands out because of the naked Thundercats in it at the start. I was quite surprised that they didn't introduce Mumra, who is the main villain of the whole series, or the whole show. He's not actually in the first episode. It doesn't really explain why Lion-O gets old. It just says that people still age when they're in stasis, but yeah, none of the other ones did, so that's a bit odd. I never noticed that in the past. I thought I could remember his capsule breaking or something happened to it which made him get older, so, but obviously I just made it up myself to make it make more sense. It wasn't too bad. It's just as good as I remember it to be, which is quite surprising because I know a lot of the old cartoons, you rewatch them and they're not as good as your childhood memories make out them to be. So far, He-Man and Thundercats have both been pretty good shows. Well drawn, well animated, good music, and yeah, a proper storyline, so that's great. If you liked the video, please remember to thumb it up, subscribe and ring the bell if you want to be notified of any future videos, and I'll be doing another movie reaction soon, and if you like these videos I'll be doing another cartoon revisit as well. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Cheers.